Conventional wisdom would have it that it's not the size of the video, but what you do with it that counts. Good evening, my gruesome little people, and welcome back to What Now, where today we are trying our hand at a little bit of self-promotion. Yes, we are. Because as some of you may very well remember, I have a book coming out, coming soon, coming down the tracks, coming over the hill, towards us at a rate of knots. And apparently you can't actually rely on people to just find your book, read it, like it. They sort of need to be seduced, in a sense, towards the product you're trying to sell. So I thought, as a little bit of an experiment, because I've never actually done this sort of thing before, what better way to do that than the tried and tested original, the classic form of seduction, music. Yes, indeed, music. For you see, tales have reached us here on What Now Island about authors who prepare playlists for their audiences, or at least their expectant audiences, their audiences to be, selections of songs to accompany the reading experience or to reflect the process the author went through while they were creating their masterpiece. And it all sounds very inclusive and very nice and very pleasant, but I'll tell you what it sounds like to me. It sounds like a form of marketing and hype creation that requires exactly no money. For the purposes of reaching out to you lovely and luxuriant mammals out there, and to maybe raise a little bit of interest, maybe whet the appetites a little for the coming of the Dead Meat Sextet, yours truly has constructed a playlist of songs, a little musical accompaniment to go with the book. But whereas I've heard some authors use the songs that they were listening to while they were writing the book, or the pieces of music that inspired particular parts of the book, I have gone ahead and basically recreated the book in a playlist. Now, why the hell would I do that? Well, a couple of reasons. One of those reasons is that I do not believe anybody is interested in how I wrote this, or why I wrote this, or what inspired it, and if they were, they probably would have asked me by now. But the main reason is because this is, as I have said, a very peculiar book, and if my experiments in blurb writing are anything to go by, it is also a very difficult book to describe. But the universal language of humankind is music. There is no better way to communicate idea, theme, and feeling. So I have created for you, my audience, and God willing, one day my reading audience who doesn't want a refund, I have created a beginner's guide, a starter's guide, a preparatory course, a taster menu, as a way of introducing you to the world of the book without actually giving anything away. The songs are structured so as to reflect the emotional and tonal and thematic structures of the book, roughly in chronological order, but if you know me, and if you know me I can only apologize, chronological order isn't really my bag. The idea is that in the time between now, this very moment, and actually having the book in your hands, claws, hooves, or permeable suckers, you will be able to experience something of its world. This is the ghost that is awaiting its body. You will be able to listen to it, you will be able to start your imaginative gears going, and you will be ready for the day that the sextet comes into your life. Which, as I said in my last broadcast, is sooner than you think, and so much sooner than you are ready for. So, yes, a 13-song playlist, because what other number would it be, quite frankly, to hopefully get your imaginative gears going and get those hype levels up a little bit. I hope you'll listen to it. I hope you'll react to it. I hope you enjoy it more than anything else. And it's quite the spread of musicians as well. We have Cosmo Sheldrake, we have Tom Waits, and we have Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, which also happens to be my username on Occult Singles. Don't be a stranger. The link to the playlist is posted down below. I do hope you will listen to it. I do hope you will enjoy it. I do hope you will let me know what you think of it while I continue to scrabble around in this bag at the bottom of the canal that is self-promotion. But so far, I've got this nice little playlist. I've got things for you to listen to. I've got things for you to imagine to, perhaps even make a baby to. Not in the fun way, I mean piecing the individual parts together by the light of a full moon. I don't need to tell you guys how to have a Saturday night. Just enjoy the soundtrack to the Dead Meat Sextet. Enjoy your hype levels. Lord knows I will. Good evening.